Alright. It's your boy Chillo back with another one. We still going, y'all. We still rolling. So guess what? Stay tuned in, alright? Alright, so now today we reacting to something a lot different from what I did reacting to. This one might be a little longer, so make sure grab your popcorn and peep this shit. This some crazy shit, you know what I mean? It's about reincarnation. Right, this fella out this website, I guess he's the Raw Report. That's what it is, www.rawreport.com. And he tends to believe in something completely different what most people believe in, you know what I mean? And I feel like he got a point. He makes some points, but it's a lot of shit what I think he got mixed up, you know what I mean? Because me personally, I believe in reincarnation myself, you know what I mean? I do believe we being here before, you know, everybody being here before, you know what I mean? And, but I don't think it's the way this fella trying to point it out. So anyway, I can get straight to the video so you all can see exactly what I'm talking about, alright? So without further ado, let's get it.
What you must understand is, when you do sell your soul, you are allowed to live forever.
See, that's what I say. I don't think you have to sell your soul to live forever. I believe we naturally is reincarnated. Everybody is naturally reincarnated. You know what I mean? And a lot of people feel like, oh, so what has happened to the people who sin and when they die and all this stuff that they talking about? And I don't care about all of that stuff. You know what I mean? Because it don't make no sense to me how it explained in the Bible. You know what I mean? And people actually think they know what has happened when you close your eyes, as if you wake it up. When you close your eyes, you open your eyes up in hell, or you open your eyes up in heaven. You know what I mean? I never believed that. I mean, I used to as a little kid because I grew up in church, but as I get older and I started to study for myself exactly what I was believing in, my belief, I take a detour. You know what I mean? It's like a detour I take in my belief in where I stand as far as, you know what I mean, God, Jesus, the devil, the world, you know what I mean? These fellas breaking down UFOs and all that shit, it's crazy.
Look at the face. Come on, it's beautiful.
This is the actual coffin.
Yeah.
A replica of the
sarcophagus.
Anthropod coffin of Tutankhamun.
Yeah, in like
so you've
gold. This one's gold.
And you bought
that's
it.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Why have you bought it?
Because I love it. Look at the art. It's phenomenal. It's a work of art.
What about? Would you like to be buried in something like this?
No, I don't ever want to be buried.
Really?
No.
What would you like to happen to you?
I would like to live forever.
Oh, you.
The dread. This dude say he would like to live forever. I mean, I don't know why people is making it seem so like it gotta be something mysterious, you know? I don't understand why people gotta make it so mysterious, because we're all humans, and one way we can find out, one day we can find out exactly what happened when you die, you know what I mean? So that's just what it is, you know? You can find out.
You are allowed to live forever. And these, you are allowed to live forever. And these people that are called youngins, rookies, new booties, like I was, had no idea that these people still live.
Who is Anne Hathaway, really? Everybody knows and loves Anne Hathaway, ever since her first appearance on the silver screen. But is it possible that she's actually reincarnated? If you notice, her husband bears striking resemblance to the famed William Shakespeare of the past, who just so happened to have a wife called Anne Hathaway as well. Could it also just be coincidence that the Anne Hathaway today bears similar resemblance to Shakespeare's wife?
I mean, you could make something like that a discussion, you know what I mean? Because it's funny how Anne Hathaway husband, you know, almost look identical to the famous dude William Shakespeare, you know, and Anne Hathaway looked like his wife, who also named after Anne Hathaway. You know, that's crazy. I mean, it's a crazy coincidence. You know what I mean? But yeah, you could make that an argument that this the reincarnation of Anne Hathaway and her husband. For real, for real.
Shakespeare once wrote, "Life is too short to love you in one. I promise to look for you in the next life," to his beloved wife, Anne Hathaway, before passing away. Did William Shakespeare really find his wife in his next life? And
you are allowed to live forever. And these people that are called youngins, rookies, new booties, like I was, had no idea that these people still live. They will prey, haunt, kidnap, anything to stay on top. This is their world. They have nothing but time, is what they believe.
I honestly don't believe you have to sell your soul for this to happen to you. I believe this has happened to everybody. You know what I mean? You don't have to sell your soul. I think this is a natural occurrence. You know? It's just that it is what it is. You know?
Now, who are we talking about?
We're talking about everyone that's supposed to be dead. Like there is
in the industry.
In the industry.
Okay.
You know, when you walk around with the fake face and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna open up. It's like this is not. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that since World War I, we've been taught by the Indians and all this other shit how to take skin people and wear their faces to infiltrate the families and this, that, and the other. This is something that has been going on since World War I.
All right. I believe it. I believe it. But I just don't believe it has happened only to celebrities. I believe you only these people who you would recognize certain people, you know what I mean? Because we got documents of pictures, images of these people from back in the days. And today, if you see the pictures and you compare them to the look-alike, of course, because Anne Hathaway is a famous movie star. So if you find a picture of somebody who looked like her from back in the days, okay, you can pull that up and make the argument. You know what I mean? And that's how it is. Because she famous is how it's hard. Because of the fame, you remember her. You know what I mean? Because she's a famous person. Let's get it.
And before that, so now we've conquered the art of exchanging spirits, trading spirits. So it's supposed to be hard to identify.
All right, I wanted to speak on this as you hear Orlando Brown, and I might have spoken on this video before, but it's just some things that I really be making connections and come back on. So as you saw when he said that he had no idea, about these people living forever and stuff like that, I posted a clip of Michael Jackson for you, of him saying he never wants to be buried. He's afraid of that. He sounded really, really afraid, but he's like, he's going to live forever. He want to live forever. That's not a coincidence, people. All right. These people that take these deals and sell their soul, they selling their soul, and Orlando is sharing secrets that these people are living forever. Now, here's the thing. So the interviewer lady, she ain't even on none of this. So this is going all over her head. But for you, I wanted to break this down for you because he's talking in a code. Because he obviously just can't come right out and tell you X, Y, Z is this, that, and the other. All right. So he's talking in the code, and you have to decipher the code because he's doing the best he can without, walking down the street and his brain blew out. Key thing that he says, this is their world, and I quote, this is their world, and they feel like they have nothing but time. All right. Now, who is he talking about, people? She asked, who exactly are we talking about? Instead of letting him respond, she led him with her answer by saying, who exactly are we talking about? People in the industry? And he jumped on that and said, yeah, people in the industry. All right. Not a good interviewer. Let people respond the way they respond without you leading them into answers. But anyway, it's part of my lawyer background. But anyway, he says they feel they have nothing but time because this is their world. So who is he talking about? He ain't talking about nobody human because humans don't have time. We live 60, 70, 80 years. That's it. So you have to read between the lines on what this guy's telling you. So they is not human because humans don't live forever. Right? According to everything your people are, dying and that's it. You put them in the ground. Or you burn them up and through cremation. And where their soul goes, you have no idea unless you got the soul trap session or been following my page for a while. Most of you think the soul goes to heaven. Just because a book told you so, like the Bible. While meanwhile, several other books that you have not read contradict this.
Alright, now, I never read none of those books what he talking about. I never even hear about it. I only learned about reincarnation through art and craft. Yeah, because we did the Renaissance, we did reincarnation when I was in art school. When I was in high school, I did art and craft. And this the type of stuff what we was taught. You know what I mean? And drawing, just all of the proof in the art. You know what I mean? The proof in all the art that was drawn up back in those days, just like how they got the Iron Hathaway picture. That's a painting. That's actually a painting because back in those days they didn't have cameras and stuff like that, so they had really good artists draw images of them, you know what I mean, their portraits, that's what they did. But yeah, the art is the proof, you know what I mean, but I still don't believe everything what this man is saying, but I think he on point with certain things that
Even the Quran tells you that your soul stays with the body in the dirt.
Stuff like that. I don't believe the soul stay with the body. You know what I mean? Because the soul lie in your heart. You see what I say? I feel like the soul actually in your heart. And depending on how good your heart is, I believe it's all like it's all like jail. You know what I mean? When you die, if you die in what we would call sin, you was a bad person, your soul can be condemned to let's say a void. You know what I mean? Your soul will be condemned to a void until the time come around for you to come back. You know, when you open your eyes in a whole new world, a whole new body, a whole new everything. You know what I mean? Because, man, I ain't lie, life is hard, bro. There gotta be something better than this out there after death, you know?
Of course, I'm not going to say whether or not that's true. I don't believe that. But I'm just saying that for most of you who think after death your soul goes to heaven, there's a lot of different books out here that say otherwise. But anyway, he said he had no idea these people still live. The way he said that, the young crowd coming in, young booties, whatever they was calling them, we had no idea these people live, meaning the ones that had already died, that they were still living. All right. So he talking about everyone that is supposed to be dead in the industry that took the oath. He talking about when he say wearing a fake face. All right. Again, you have to read between the lines. He's not talking about, he used the Indians as a, but this is him talking in code.
I don't think that's talking in code. I think that's just the bipolar and you know what I mean? When fake faces come on, man. We out here, this is real world movie, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody walking around with no fake face on unless they have a mask on. And that's just the realness. You know? Or unless they pretending to be something they ain't. You know what I mean? And that could be what he actually was talking about when he said people walking around with the fake face on. Because I don't think he made an actual face that's fake. You know what I mean? So let's get real still.
All right, they're beyond wearing fake faces. They are actually cloning the whole individual. So he's talking about cloning, meaning there's fake people around here, which he said that they use these quote unquote fake faces to infiltrate people's families. I've been telling y'all this shit for years. All right, and then he goes on. Last point I'm gonna make, and then I'm gonna bring this to a head. But then he goes on to tell you, like, now they got the technology where they exchanging and trading spirits. All right, exchanging them and trading them to what? It's different bodies. All right, basically they doing the soul trap on people who have sold their soul. So if you read between the lines on everything this guy just told you, what they do to, like to say me, I haven't taken no oath or anything. So to get me to stay here in this realm, in their world, like he told you, because they feel like they have nothing but time. This is the reason why you reincarnate over and over and over and over and over again. And this is why many people under hypnosis we call past lives, going back thousands, if not millions of years. Millions. There's a woman, one of the most famous hypnotic faces is of a woman who remembers, who has memories of living during prehistoric dinosaur times.
Now, mind you, I tell you I do believe in reincarnation, but I believed in this stuff long before I learned about what this man talking about. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like it have to be the facts. You know what I mean? Reincarnation is the fact of life. You know what I mean? What we miss. You know what I mean? When we come back. Believe it or not, that's what has happened. A lot of people think, just like he said, when you die, that's it. You wake up either in hell or you wake up in heaven. But even the Bible tell you it's a day to be for everybody can be judged. So if it's a day everybody can be judged, why in the world when you die you don't wake up in hell or heaven? That would make the Bible inaccurate if that was the case. You know what I mean? But I mind that shit.
All right, that's over 65 million years ago. You see what I'm saying?
About the lady, talking about the lady.
I keep, listen, it's not just me. Your ancient Indian texts, not North American, Native American, I'm talking about India over there, your Eastern texts, the Mahabharata and all of those Indian texts that I got in the Knowledge College app, it would do you well to read them. All right? It would do you well to read them. Knowledge ain't just from America, people. In fact, most of the soul trap stuff comes from East India. That's what we learned it from. All right? One good thing.
That's what they said. Your soul trap. That's when you I believe your soul is trapped when you live an unjustful life. You know what I mean? You wasn't righteous like the Bible would speak it. You know what I mean? You wasn't a good person. You can find your soul trapped in that way. You know? And if you was a person who lived an upright life, you open your eyes in a new world, a new life, a new light, a new image. You know what I mean? Real talk.
No, is this week in the Knowledge College app, I'm going to start reading the library on video. Okay, so that's gonna be an awesome thing. I know, it's a difficult read to read these like Pistis Sophia and the Nag Hammadi. I know because it's difficult because you might not understand it. So I'm going to be reading these on video to you, all right, and explaining and deciphering these messages and codes. So that's in the Knowledge College app under the video section. That is happening this week. We're gonna start with the Talmud of Emmanuel. If you love Jesus or if you like Jesus or whatever, really don't make a difference. If you want to hear some truths, get the Knowledge College app, get to the video section. All right. Now, Orlando Brown telling you they're exchanging, trading spirits. All right. I've been telling you this for years. In the video that you saw of Michael was, he had bought a replica of the tomb of the sarcophagus, actually, of King Tut. All right, and the one he bought was solid gold. All right, I remember seeing this show live with the guy Bashir, I forget. But anyway, the one he bought, solid gold. He asked him, "Do you want to? Are you gonna be buried in this?" Michael was like, "Buried? Hell no, I'm not about to be buried." You know what I'm saying? He's like, "I don't ever want to be buried." You see how he said that? I don't ever want to be buried. Well, you got to die someday. How do you expect to die? What'd he say? I want to live forever.
You don't die just by being buried, bro. You die, then you be buried. You know what I mean? Just want to clarify that mess up.
Orlando Brown telling me they living forever. Obama, I told you. Obama is the reincarnation of Akhenaten. He is the reincarnation of Akhenaten. All right. So what's going on here? Let me try to explain this to you without this turning into a lengthy podcast. But what's going on here is you are being ruled by aliens with advanced technology. All right. The people who take the oaths, the reason you're seeing these old doppelganger, what they call them doppelganger pictures of, Jay-Z in the 1930s, Eddie Murphy, and all these other people, is because they willfully go into the soul trap. They're willfully accepting the reincarnation cycle. All right.
I don't believe those things, because I believe what I believe is if it was UFOs and stuff like that and aliens or whatever that, like how this brother trying to say, they would have been exposed to this world, man. You know what I mean? People, I know they say people had sightings and all of this stuff. Look here. If that was so, I feel like they wouldn't have been come out, because we don't know about the Area 51. We know about all the crazy shit will be happening in the world, like, okay, the mysterious things, like, okay, who built the pyramids? How they build the pyramids without modern tools? And how they get these straight edges? How they used to do everybody, I feel like every civilization find their way. You know what I mean? Everybody just find their way and get through life in the most comfortable way and the most prosperous way they could. You know what I mean? So those people back in those days, they invented their way. They invented the things when they needed to make a straight edge. You know what I mean? Don't forget, inside those pyramids, you got symbols on those walls. Symbols on the walls inside the pyramid. What we use today shoots the whole mathematical, the plus sign, and the addition sign, the subtraction sign, the division sign, the multiplication sign, the square root. All of those things was found inside the pyramid. This how man was able to come up with currency. You know what I mean? Don't forget, back in the day, we used gold. You know what I mean? But as they explore the pyramids and they learn what you call it, the hieroglyphs. I think that's what it is. The hieroglyphs is the stuff within the pyramid. Yeah, this is what they learn mathematics from. This is where they get the idea of mathematics, quantum physics, and all of these things. You know what I mean? In the pyramids, man, all that information was in there. That means this information being here on Earth, and man, that being figure these things up. And I feel like that's the secret when they keeping from us. That's why they keeping everything is all about a secret. You know what I mean? Because they don't want us to know, okay, all these things is found in the pyramids, and yeah, we didn't know about this stuff from a long time.
They are doing it willfully. Now, ask yourself, why is this a secret then? Why is, because, like Orlando Brown said, the people running this shit, they feel like, one, this is their world, and two, they have nothing but time. So what does that tell you if people are recalling past lives from, in fact, millions and millions and millions of years ago?
They think they're running this world. They ain't running this world, man. They ain't running this world. Mother Nature carrying us through. It's all Mother Nature, bro. Mother Nature run the world. I don't care what nobody say. Mother Nature say when it can rain. Mother Nature say when the sun can shine. That's who run the world. You know what I mean? So no one can make me believe somebody else or something else run the world. What we call Mother Nature is what is run this world. You know what I mean?
So there is a finite number of souls. I keep telling you this. There's a finite, meaning a limited number of souls that's available. When they put the dome on this thing, it was only a limited number of souls that they had here, and they was determined to keep them. Now, what we have found through other people's
another thing, that's why I feel like they gotta go with the cloning thing. You know, I believe they doing clones and stuff like that, because I remember from in the 90s we was learning about they cloning animals and stuff like that. You know, but they make clones because they don't want their soul. They know their soul gonna be trapped when they die, so they create a clone. You know what I mean? Eh? That's what it is. Cause that's why he said, okay, when your soul trapped, that means you can't get out. That means you stuck in death. You know what I mean? You stuck in death. You in the emptiness. You know, you don't open your eyes in a new world. You open your eyes in emptiness. You know, so they clone you, so to bring you back here. You know what I mean? That's why I talking about stuff.
hypnosis is that they are in some type of network where now they are trading souls amongst different planets to each other, and they are bringing souls here to Earth.
That's crazy.
All right, who had signed on someplace else and fell into their trap on another planet, and they're trafficking souls back and forth. You want to get out of this prison. You're in a prison and you don't know it because they keep you dumb about the afterlife. They don't want you to know anything about it. So they tell you lies through your preachers and pastors. Oh, everybody's going to heaven. Really? Really? All right. Meanwhile, other people are sending you signals and tell you this is not true. Orlando Brown. Who was the other guy? I forget his name. He played ball with Kobe, and he's married. Lamar Odom, I think it was. Said Kobe came to him in a dream and told him heaven ain't all it's cracked up to be. Are you listening to these people trying to wake you up? And here the information for you to get the soul trap to escape is right here. All right. Do you not think that some of these celebrities and people who done sold their soul would love to know how, because they don't know how, would love to know how to get their soul back and escape this fucking madness? You know how many of them would? Probably every single last one of them. Because they're conscious of the fact that they've been doing this for a long time. But you're not. See, they've been told. That's why Orlando Brown is telling you this shit. They've been told. The secrets have been revealed to these people. You see what I'm saying? Secrets have been revealed to these people. They know.
I believe the secret's being revealed to everybody, man. It's being revealed to everybody. It's just what you choose to believe. You know? You could believe in the Christianity. You see, that's why you could believe in the Christianity. You could believe in the Muslims. You could believe in atheism. You could believe in all of these things. You know what I mean? It's up to you. You know, it's on what you could believe. But me personally, I just go by. I personally just go by eyesight, and I just feel the world, man. Feel Mother Nature. You know, Mother Nature lives in me. Mother Nature lives in the space where one is go jump in the rocket ship and go fly off to. You know what I mean?
Shit. Lamar Odom didn't have no goddamn dream of Kobe telling him heaven is not all it's cracked up to be. Lamar Odom is actually sending you people a message, if you are listening, that you're being lied to. All right. If heaven does exist in the way that it's been taught to you, ain't no way Kobe would say nothing like that, because they can go up there and do what? How many dead basketball players is up there, supposedly? Wilt Chamberlain, all these motherfuckers. Kobe should be up there balling and hooping with the greats, right? And that's what he loved to do, right? So why wouldn't heaven be all it's cracked up to be? So somebody lying to you and you're not paying attention to the signs.
It's all about what you believe, bro. You know, they could lie and they could say whatever, but at the end of the day, nobody knows what has happened when you die, because none of us die and come back here. People say that happened to them, but come on, bro. Come on. Unless they're talking about when they sleep. When you sleep, you're dead and you come back. You know what I mean? But you still breathing when you sleeping, so that can't be it, you know? Dread, though.
Pay attention. My bad. Get the soul trap session so you can learn how to recognize the signs and pay attention. Because it's all going over your head and you don't see it. Be thankful that you got the opportunity to get it, because there's celebrities that would love to have this knowledge, but they can't get it. Okay, brief addendum. I just discovered something. When Orlando Brown tells you that this is their world and they feel like they have nothing but time, ooh, where is this mentioned and why? Why do they feel like they have nothing but time? The answer is in the Talmud of Emmanuel. The answer is in the Talmud of Emmanuel. And I'm going to be reading the Talmud of Emmanuel inside the Knowledge College app this week. You're not going to want to miss that. You are not going to miss this. I told you, the secret to the answers is here. Oh, this just popped in my head. Oh, and we got the answer. I know the answer. It's in the Talmud of Emmanuel. I'm going to be reading the Talmud of Emmanuel inside the Knowledge College app on the video section. You're not going to want to miss this.
This be dread, you know what I mean? A lot of people out here, this is why I like the internet too, because then you get a wide variety of everything, you know what I mean? And you get to learn about what other people believe, you know what I mean? You get confirmation of what you believe. You know what I mean? Because just like I say, man, I always believed in the reincarnation of man, you know what I mean? Because I don't believe you can open your eyes up and either heaven or hell, like how they try. I believe all of that is just for the mind control, you know, that's a part of the mind control, you know? That's why the Jesus stories and all of these things, they had to feed us this stuff so we could grow into that way of thinking, and that's exactly what happened. You know, just like I was watching this thing where they was talking about earlier today. I was watching this little documentary on what color Jesus the Christ was. You know, everybody because growing up we learned Jesus was a white man with blue eyes and long hair. You know what I mean? But these people beg to differ. They say he could be a black man. You know what I mean? But you know, but in the Bible it speaks about him in Revelations. It say he had feet of bronze, and you know what I mean. His feet like burnt bronze. That's not white. Burnt bronze will turn them like pink or white. You know what I mean? And so we don't know he ain't no white man. We learned that as we got older, you know. But growing up in church, I always believed that Christ was a white man. And if you don't believe this what we was taught to believe, you could go ahead and ask any child within church, who just go to church, you know what I mean? And ask them what color Jesus is. I remember I did that before, and it was amazing. I asked her, I think the boy was like 12 years old, you know? I was working on a fishing boat, he was the captain's son. I said, boy, what color Jesus is? This dude look at me, laugh at me, say, boy, he white, boy. I said, that dread, you know what I mean? Because this how he proved, this what he taught to believe, that the Christ is a white man. But I ain't gonna kill y'all with that. That's for another video, another day. So until we come up with that video, salute.